this is Angie with Herbally Hip Tarot. Okay, you guys, like usual, I got some more questions. Okay, let me just get my... If you guys have watched several of my videos today, I'm just making a lot of videos today because I just started this, I have a YouTube channel I've had for like 12 years. So this is one of my new channels. So I'm making a bunch of videos today just to get, well, because I need to make a bunch of videos. I have a lot of things I want to make videos on about this election. And then I need to get a bunch of videos on my channel. So for the next few days, I'll definitely be putting a lot of material on to get my channel going. But I got a lot of questions about this election. So let's get started. And this is important just for my protection. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. It's also in my description box. Okay, so the two questions we want to ask today, I want to ask Spirit today, is why did Matt Gaetz withdraw from the AG position? I have my feelings about it because, in fact, I even heard that what he's withdrawing from is the past election that his people voted for him. He just won again this was for 2024. That his senator race that ended in 2024. He got reelected for 2025. So I heard that if he didn't accept the AG position, he could go ahead and say, okay, I've quit. But that's only for what ended in 2024. He's been elected to be a senator for 2025. So if I understand that right, maybe that's what he's doing. And if that's the way it works, but that's what I had heard. So I could be corrected. But I'm curious about that. So let's shuffle cards. I like to shuffle my cards like 7 times. So there's 1. Excuse my nose. For some reason, my nose is just running. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and then let's cut the cards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I like to start with whatever the card on the bottom is, and that'll be a card I put on the side. So, size. So that makes sense. It's probably a sigh of relief for that fool that he that he quit. The information that was coming about him was just horrible, just plain out nasty. Okay, Matt Gaetz is nasty. Okay, among other things, but he's just nasty. Okay, the things I've heard the last few days about Matt Gaetz, I'm like, oh, like, dude, why are you messing with 17-year-olds? That's disgustingly horrible. I won't even, you've watched the news. I'm not going to keep saying it because it just gets worse from there. Okay, but I do want to know why so I have a feeling of why I just explained why he quit, because he could actually just come back in 2025 because he's a re-elected senator for 2025. Which is another horrible loophole, if that's true. But I want to see if there's anything else around this. I mean, we've heard some horrible things that he did. Are there other things? Or, I'm just curious. Okay. I have no idea what this card has to do with why Matt Gaetz, maybe because he loves himself. I have no idea. Maybe this will make more sense, okay? Why he why he withdrew from the AG position. Okay, faithfulness. What is he faithful about? Okay, I'm not sure about that card either. So we're going to keep going. Because sometimes you can't figure out cards right away. You got to get the rest of the cards for things to start making sense. So we'll see. Old woman. I get this old woman every single time in all of my readings almost. And I think the old woman is Trump's first wife. Ivanka? Is that her name? whatever his first wife's name is, because she never, from what I've understood, she didn't like him, okay? She didn't like him at all. So I think she's a spirit that's trying to help this whole situation of getting him out of the White House, keeping him from the White House. Like, I didn't get you when I was alive, but I'm getting you now. I'm seriously, that's what the feeling I get. And from the different stories from other readers that I've heard about her. Okay, this is the White House, or maybe Congress too, because you know he's getting Trump elected him for the AG position, so this could be the White House or this could be Congress. Okay, and then he had to quit his job to stay. So you guys know why he had to quit his job. He had to quit being a senator so that the investigation about him sleeping with paying a 17-year-old for, you know what? He's so nasty. I hate talking about this fool. That's why he had to quit, because he didn't want that investigation to come out. And if he quits, then the investigation has to stop, supposedly. It's still leaking out, so I'm not really sure. That's why I wanted to do a reading on this debauchery. Okay. Okay, I'm not getting a clear picture yet at all. A lot of interesting things, but I haven't got a clear picture yet. Waiting. Okay, he could be waiting until 2025 so he can just go back in and be the senator, since he got elected for 2025 in the next 4 years. His last Senate seat, it was over in 2024. So that's what he's supposedly resigning from, and he can come back in 2025 and be the senator again. If that's true, what a loophole. Kind of like the same loophole that you can commit an insurrection and then run for president. You can be a convicted criminal and run for president. You can't vote, though, in a lot of states, but you can run for president. Or you can be a president. Okay. A gift. Gifts. This Matt Gaetz thing, he's confusing me. I don't know. Let's pick out 3 more cards and see if we can make this reading's become a debauchery. Okay. Priest. Lover. You know, these cards, I don't know about this. You know, what this is showing me is that this is a big mess. Him. Right now, let me just finish this real quick. And letter. You know what this is showing me? This looks like a mishmash of a big old mess. And sometimes there is so much going on that it's just too hard to read it all. There is probably, this is what's telling me, is that Matt Gaetz has a lot going on. He has things coming from every which way but loose. I don't have, if you read in some cards, it's cups, and the cups will be like a ton of cups everywhere, which means like things are just, they're just a mess. It's a mess, and things are going everywhere, every which way but loose. And from this whole reading, that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of things going around this. I mean, he has his thing, that he had, you know what, with a 17-year-old, okay, which is really called rape. He has that. He was trying to be the AG. Nobody wanted him to be the AG because they couldn't stand him. Most people couldn't stand him. Who knows if he knows about this stolen election? He's friends with Trump, so he might know about that. I mean, this fool has so much stuff. Oh, and that he ended the 2024 senator, but he got elected for 2025, so he has that. So what this shows me is that he's a mess. Okay, he's a complete mess. He has a lot going on. He has so much going on that it's a mess. Which I can see that with him. He is a mess. So, all right. So that's what, I'm sorry that I couldn't get any more out of that, but that's, when a card like this, I've never had cards come up like that. This is my first time ever having cards come up like that. That was just a debauchery, a complete mess. Okay. The other question I wanted to ask, Bob Casey Recount in Pennsylvania. I want to know if that is going to be the fire starter for a bunch of other recounts in a bunch of other states. Okay? 2, 3. And that has already, that recount has already started. It started yesterday? I believe yesterday. 4, 5, 6, 7. Cut the cards 3 ways. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Spirit, Bob Casey's recount in Pennsylvania. Is this going to be the fire starter? Is this going to be the fire starter of a bunch of more recounts in other states? All right, here we go. Oh, gotta know what's on the bottom first. So this is what's on the bottom. What does it say? Falseness. That represents, I love that represents this false election results. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna put out 3 cards in front of me here. Okay, so this whole thing is going to be a journey. So that's telling me right there, yes, right off the bat. Falseness represents, that card represents false election results, and this is going to be a journey. So that right there is saying, yeah, this is going to be the fire starter of a bunch of states being recounted. There's money involved. Of course there's money. If Trump's involved, there's money involved, okay? Cheerfulness. This is everybody. Not everybody, but a lot of us. If he gets that presidency taken away that he did not earn, and Kamala is put in her rightful position. That's what I'm reading with that. Let's do 3 more cards. Waiting. Yeah. We're all waiting. Just waiting for them to get all this information together and for it to all come out. Widow. I get this a lot whenever I ask this question about this election. And I believe that this is Trump and he's the widow. His whole presidency is the widow. Not like he had someone die like his wife. He had his presidency die. Because his presidency died, he's a widow. Okay? And his wife, in this case, is his presidency. Joyfulness. Again, this, okay, in order, this is on top, which is a cheerfulness, joyfulness. Look, this is how they look. This is how they came up. Right below. This is on top, this is below. So this tells me that, yes, this journey is about to begin, and in the end, a bunch of us are going to be very happy. All right, let's do 3 more cards. This is pretty much, it's already told me. See how these cards have made sense? When that Matt Gaetz thing came up, that made no damn sense, which told me if this fool has so much going on, it's debauchery. Like, it's a lot, okay? Just with his sex scandal case is a lot, okay? And it's disgusting. Size. This, I've gotten this card when I've asked these type of questions, and this is the world. A sigh of relief that he did not get into that White House. Letter. This for me represents all the information that Kamala, Biden, the FBI, all of them, CIA, whoever's involved. This is all the information they have gathered for this journey to find out this election was stolen. Faithfulness makes sense. That's a great card. They have faith. They have faith They have faithfulness. They have faith in what they're doing. So, yeah. So, the cards are saying that this Bob Casey recount in Pennsylvania is the fire starter of all this debauchery of stealing this election. And it looks like we're going to be joyous. Not all of us, but a lot of us are going to be joyous at the end. Okay, you guys. That was a quick one. I just wanted to ask Spirit, ask the cards about those two questions. So, you guys, I have a second channel, and I've had that channel for a good 12, 13 years. And that channel is all about crafting, junk journaling. I do a lot of junk journaling right now on that channel. Dollar Tree hauls, a lot of different hauls. So, if you like that kind of stuff, there's a clickable link below, so go check out my other channel. If you have any questions that you want me to do a card reading on, leave those questions in the description box, and I'll put them on my list of different things to do some readings on. This channel is new. I've had this channel for a long time. I just never put content on it, and I am loving my card reading. And I used to only read cards for myself for years, like the last, I don't know, 10, 12 years I've been reading cards. But I don't do it all the time. I do it here and there. And mainly for myself. Just like whenever I had something going on in my life that I needed guidance, I would go to my cards, you know, among other things. But that's when I did and I only read for myself, just for my own life and for guidance for myself. I never read for other people. Still never really read for other people. And I've never read for politics. So this is new for me, but I'm really loving it. I'm really enjoying it. It's also bringing me joy and happiness because I feel like I'm releasing some of the stress off my body, like a lot of us who wanted Kamala to win. It's maybe explaining some things of what's going on. And I understand that they cannot be sitting here saying everything they do. They need to keep that zipped up until they have all the evidence. Okay, I got it. So, okay, you guys, that's it. This one, and this is my last video for today. I think I have 4 videos up. I think 4. Anyway, that's the last one for today. I'm going to do 3 or 4 tomorrow and 3 or 4 the next day, just so I can get some good content for you guys on the channel. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.